So let me fix that. There we go. Well, it's Monday. How are you? Did you have a good day? Kind of, sort of. I don't have any of my bracelets on, but we're going to fix that. We're just going to be Mr. Rogers up in this bitch. You know what? We're leaving the Tanzanite bracelet on because I don't feel like getting it off. But it's been a very interesting day. It's about to storm like crazy up here. Yay. For those of you guys that are in the Midwest, those of you guys that are in anywhere, let's just say that, anywhere. Please be careful tonight. I know here in Oklahoma, we're already under tornado warnings, watches, all the things. I am really not super stoked about it, but here we are. So, yeah, here we are. How are you? I just want to make sure that everybody's good. We're going to start with a little Reiki session. We're going to have a big announcement about 9 o'clock. Big announcement. Some of y'all have been waiting for this announcement. I'm just saying. That might already kind of let you know a little bit about what this might be. I'm just saying. I like that. Listen at that. Sounding like everything. Yes. All right. Just like always, you guys are welcome to do these first few hand positions with me. The only thing I ask is that you take a deep breath for each one of these first 6 hand positions. And I want to make it very clear before we start, nothing else matters right now. Nothing else matters right now. For the next at least 30 minutes, nothing matters. Okay? The world doesn't matter. Politics don't matter. Your job doesn't matter. Your family, the people that are being, and I said family on purpose because we know that family sometimes is the biggest of our worries. None of it fucking matters. Right now, all that matters is that you just get to chill. You just get to chillax and just be. All right? You ready? Yeah? Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Deep breath. Work on our root chakra. So I want you to focus on your feet. I kicked my little shoesies off, so I'm barefoot. All right, ready? I want you to just feel yourself settle down into your feet. said it that way on purpose. Now we're going to work on the sacral. I want you to just breathe. I want you to focus just on your guts. I want you to focus on your guts, all right? Below your belly button. Ready? This week is Beltane, Beltane. It is a festival of the 3 F's: food, fire, and love. Y'all know you giggled at that. Y'all know you giggled at that. All right. Now we're going to work on the solar plexus, which is right above your belly button, right where your stomach is. Yeah? Ready for the heart chakra? Yeah? That sounds cool. Here we go. Just breathe. Ooh, I'm letting yawn. Woo! Ready? Throat chakra. Venus goes into Aries this week. Are you ready for the throat chakra? Ready? About to move on to the third eye. Are you ready? Deep breath. Ready for the crown? Are you? Are you really? We did not do the Earth Star tonight, but we are going to do the Soul Star tonight. Just saying. I want you to just breathe for a minute. Just breathe. Ready? Breathe. Yeah. I want you to focus on the very top of your head. The very, very top, right up there. Yeah, just focus. Ready? We're gonna do the soul star. For those of you guys that don't know what the soul star is, it sits about this far above your head. Okay? Big breath. Big breath. Ready? Just breathe. That's all you gotta do. Just breathe. I have something that we haven't done in a long time. What are you guys letting go of? It's about to be Beltane, Beltane. What are you letting go of? Right there. It needs to go right there in my little hand. You can put a 0 in the chat if you don't want anybody to know. You are not going to hurt me and you're not going to overwhelm me. One of the paid players isn't playing like it's supposed to. Breathe. So, this week we had so many things. This last week we had so many things astrologically happen. There are so many things that are happening this week. So many things. All the things. All the things. Are you ready? Are you ready for them? Yeah? For all of you guys that have been dying to hear some dirt on the new shop, on the new place, on the new locale, I'm going to finally let you know just a little bit this evening. guys for all the new follows, all the new subscribers, all the new members up there on YouTube. I appreciate every one of you guys. For those of you guys that are new to watching, I just want to remind you, we only have a couple rules here. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about other creators, especially in a negative light. Don't be a creep. You will get muted and or blocked immediately. I want to see what you're manifesting in the chat. I don't care how big it is. It's Beltane this week, Beltane. I don't care how big your plans are. I want you to make them. All of it. Make them. All the big plans. And at any time, feel free to do my favorite part, which is just putting something nice in the chat. Because you never know who's going to come across it and see it. There are 140 people on YouTube watching. There are over 1,100 on TikTok watching. How many people are going to come across and see your message? And maybe they were asking for a sign. To put your lucky number in. Because how many times have you told the universe, I just need to see my number and I know I'm on the right path? Just saying. Are you breathing? Yeah? About 5 more minutes and then we're going to pause. We're going to have a little chit chat. We're going to have a little talk. Just saying. I think that this is the slow one. We don't want to hear the slow one. We want to hear Bloodfest, right? We want to hear Bloodfest. Dog Lisa. Normally I do go just a little bit longer, but we have nasty weather moving in. It was supposed to have been here all day. Then it was tomorrow. Now it's back today. And we're under like the nadir watches. So that's why I'm only going about 30 minutes tonight. But I'm going to reward you with something else. I'm going to reward you with something else. First of all, I want to show you guys something. I want to show you the Prana Mudra. And all of you can do this. It's literally just putting these two fingers together and these two. Just the tips of these and these two straight out. This is to help you channel energy to make your life force stronger. Just sit like this. Don't have your legs crossed. Just sit up straight. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. This right here. This is the Prana Mudra. This is it. That's it. Okay? I promised you guys. I know y'all are like, that was not what you said you were going to tell us. So, I can tell you this. Those of you guys that have been dying to know where the new location is going to be. Are you ready? Are you ready? It will be Pennsylvania. I know. Some of you guys on the West Coast are like, you bitch. But hear me out. Hear me out. I will be opening a new place in June this year in Pennsylvania. There are already tickets up on my site for the opening weekend, which will be Friday the 13th in June, because why wouldn't it be Friday the 13th? But I can't tell you too much more. I'll be releasing little bits here and there. But here's the thing. In no way is this going to be like the shop I had. This is a whole other massive thing. Y'all have no idea. And let me just, where's my Taurus is at? Just real quick. Where's my Taurus is at? Where's my Taurus is at? Just quick show of hands. Where's my Taurus is? Thank you for the galaxy. All right. All of my Tauruses that are the petty kings and queens of the Zodiac. I want my little Capricorn self to make you very proud. Are you ready? You ready, Tauruses? To all of those people that did the workings against me, to all of those people that had done everything they can to make me fail, to all of those people that knew they were the reason I closed my shop, to all of those people that stole other people's ideas, to all of those people that have tried to do all of these things to fuck other witches over. Y'all have no idea what's coming. Y'all have no idea what's about to happen. Like I said, I'll be releasing little bitty things, but I can tell you guys this. You want to hear just a little tidbits about it? I know you do. I know you do. The original part of the place was built in 1843. 1843. It burnt down about sometime in the teens, the 19-teens, and was rebuilt in the 1920s. There do involve unalived people in there. Just think about it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it. I can't wait. Sass and I have something so epic planned for you that you guys are going to shit elephants and cookies at the same time. At the same time. Happy new moon water. I will be splitting my time between Oklahoma and Pennsylvania because I do still have a kiddo here. I do still have family here. And, you know, on those times when it's going to be negative 200 degrees up there, I will come down here where it will only be negative 2 degrees. But you guys can grab tickets, both virtual and in person. There's a very finite, very limited number of in-person tickets for Friday the 13th. The virtual tickets, I may add more. This is a private Zoom. Okay, this is a private Zoom. It's not a YouTube. It's not a TikTok. This will involve a seance. It will involve an investigation, all of the things. Y'all will be the first people allowed in the shop. Y'all will be the first people allowed in the building. I'm just saying. But with weather moving in, we're going to start reading for the Zodiacs, and I might sprinkle in some little things. All right, Capricorns, you gotta flip all the cards over. I see you. If you guys have not watched my astrological forecast for this week, you should. There's a reason I waited until today to tell you. There's a reason, because today is a 5. Where's all my 5 people at? Today is a 5. Numerology. Today's a 5. 5 is a very important number when it comes to new beginnings, expression, freedom, business ventures. I'm just saying. There's a reason I waited till today. It's been killing me, and it's killing me not to tell you what I bought. Y'all have no idea. It's killing me not to tell you what I bought. When I say that it's nothing like y'all have ever seen, I'm not kidding. All right, Capricorns, are we ready? I need to hurry and I hate to say I need to hurry and get through these, but I do kind of need to hurry and get through these because weather is not being very kind today. Capricorns, I kind of feel like we're going to turn that off because it's distracting me. I kind of feel called out by these cards, Capricorns, and I'm not sure what I think about this. You guys ready? Caps, you have 2 anchor cards that came out. You had one that came out sideways and one that flipped upwards in the deck. This one is trickery and it's sideways, and the one that came straight up in the deck like this is knowledge. So guess what, Capricorns? Capricorns, y'all have been just biding your time here lately, haven't you? You've been just biding your time. You've been sitting on some information. You've been sitting on some information that you know damn well will piss some people off. You know damn well it's their just rewards. You know damn well that the stuff that you've been holding on to, Capricorns, you could have released it. You could have watched those dominoes fall. You could have watched that bitch get fired. You could have watched all of it, right? But you didn't. You held on to it, didn't you, Capricorns? You sneaky, mean little shits. You didn't. You held on to it. You held on to it. And now you have all of this knowledge. And instead of it just being trickery and you looking like a petty little shit, you're going to come out this week looking like a gem. Am I right? Am I right, Capricorns? I see the comments. I see y'all. Not only that, but check this out. Y'all have El Shaddai, and then you have Thanatos. El Shaddai is wisdom. Didn't you just have the knowledge cards, Capricorn? Wisdom, paternalism, in other words, being protective over your flock. And then you have Thanatos, which is completion and expediency. Caps. The one thing I am going to caution against this week, just because of the trickery card being sideways, be careful, because here's the thing. If y'all don't know this about Capricorns, let me tell you a little secret about Capricorns. Capricorns will gain all this knowledge and they'll sit on it. They'll hoard it like a little goblin. They'll pull all the knowledge in on top of their gold. They're like a dragon, right? They have a ton of gold and knowledge. They hoard all this knowledge and they just sit on it. And they just wait. To be able to use this knowledge to just absolutely obliterate something. Am I right, Capricorns? Capricorns are 100% the draconians of the zodiac. I'm sorry, Caps. I'm a Cap. I love y'all, but y'all know that I'm right. The Capricorns are 100% the draconians of the zodiac. But here's the thing, Capricorns. This trickery card sideways, the El Shaddai, etc., and then this one right here, the Warden card. This is Expedia and completion. There is something that you need to take care of first, Capricorns, and I have a feeling that this is a big thing. It's going to take you a while to completely get it finished, right? Start making those little steps this week, Caps, okay? Be careful how smug you come across. I'm trying really, really hard. So y'all Capricorns, you got to try too. Don't come across as being super smug. Just be careful. Just be thinky before things come out of your mouth. Okay, Capricorns? But this knowledge card, the kindness, the wisdom, I love that you have knowledge and then wisdom. Like, really. Caps, This is a week for you to end all of the shit that you've been holding on to. This is a week for you to let go of things. All of that knowledge you've been hoarding about that other person at work or that family member or whatever. This is the time to nicely let it out. This is the time to nicely let it out, Capricorns, okay? To nicely let it out because of this completion card, Caps. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm proud of you for not using this knowledge to the trickery that you could have used it, Capricorns. But be careful with it this week. With great power comes great responsibility, Capricorn. Sorry. Sorry. So we're going to do something different this week because this week is Beltane. This is May Day. Thursday is the halfway point between spring and summer. Normally, I give you guys an animal for the week, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna give you guys your stones, but I'm also gonna give you a superhero for the week. I'm gonna give you a superhero for the week, okay? Caps, this is a very powerful week for you. This is a very solid week for you. This is definitely a week to tie up loose ends. If there's something you haven't been wanting to deal with, this is the week to do so. In fact, start now. Start today. This is the week to do so. This is also the week, Capricorns, for you to start putting other plans in place with all that knowledge you've been hoarding up there, okay? Stones for Capricorns. You ready? Pyrite and Lapis. And if you have Lapis with Pyrite in it, even fucking better. I also am going to recommend Smoky Quartz. Not a have to, but just saying. Pyrite, Lapis, Smoky Quartz. Superhero. I was thinking of this. This is, in fact, Caps, you are the reason why I'm giving everybody a superhero. Because when I was talking about how you guys hoard knowledge and you're like a little dragon and so on, y'all are Iron Man this week. Y'all are Tony Stark. Y'all are the Tony Stark. You have all the knowledge, you have all the money, but sometimes you're a little bit of a dick. I'm just saying, Caps. Just saying, Caps. Just saying. Aquarius. Y'all gotta have 2 cards too? Y'all needed 2 cards too? All right. All right. I got to get with Scarly because next Monday is Cinco de Mayo. So we got to figure out some kind of special thing to do for Cinco de Mayo. Thank you, Miss Sylvie. Yeah, Tony Stark did have, you know, he did have his place down in a cave. So did Batman. But Batman's not, it didn't fit Capricorn this week. Ready, Aquarius? Okay. Okay, we went from one to the other. Aquarius, this is a very, very dualistic reading. Wait till y'all see this. This is, y'all are going to see what I mean. When I say, for those of y'all that haven't been watching me very long, and for those of y'all that have, y'all have heard me say a lot, you can't make this shit up. Right? I'm using 2 different decks, right? Y'all saw in the Capricorns where we literally had the knowledge card and the wisdom card come out back to back, right? 2 different decks. Just look. Tell me when you see it. Okay? You have health, and then you have loss, and they came out with loss on top, like that. Then you have failure, strategy, trauma, and healing and graciousness. Do you see it? And look at this. Red. You can't really see him very well, but he's in blue, and so is she. You can't make this up. So you have health, loss, health. Aquarius, really? Here's the thing, because I know some of you Aquariuses instantly went to the bad part. You instantly went to where I said loss and strategy and failure and trauma instantly, didn't you? You went, oh my God, it's going to be such a terrible week. No, it's not. Take a breath. Calm down. Calm down. So you have health and you have loss. Well, this is Baba Yaga, okay? If y'all do not know the story of Baba Yaga, that's your homework. Go look it up because it's actually really sad and interesting and very, very scary. But this is Baba Yaga. So you have health and loss. Aquarius, what this tells me is that I'm fixing to give you some hard love. Don't hate me. You know that there's some stuff that you've been doing that's not good for your health. You know that you need to go to the doctor and get checked out. You know that you need to stop eating that certain food or stop smoking or whatever it is. You know, I tell you, you know. But you also know that it means giving up something that you like. You know that it means giving up cigars. You know that it means giving up cookies or all the sugar or whatever. You know that it means giving up something. Am I right, Aquarius? So you have not done it. But here's the week. Words. Here's the thing, Aquarius. It's obviously important. It came up twice in your fucking reading. It came up twice with the same color. In fact, it's flanking your reading, Aquarius. You need to, even if you're an Aquarius sitting out there and you're like, I feel fine, bitch. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I eat healthy. Well, Aquarius, go to the doctor. Go get physical. Go get checked out. Take care of yourself. This is a good week for you to start looking at the different things that you can do to be a healthier Aquarius, to be a healthier you. Okay? Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about the loss card, okay? Because I know that's the one you guys all got held up on. Now, for some of you guys, it is going to be as easy as, okay, you probably do need to cut back on smoking or, you know, cut back on the sugar or whatever. For some of you, it's going to be that. It's going to be that, okay? But for the rest of you, we're going to talk about this because this card came out after the loss card, and this is strategy and failure and trauma. This right here, and this is going to affect all of you Aquariuses, not just the ones that feel like you don't need to give anything up. This is going to affect all of you. Here's what this is about, Aquarius. There is something, I have a feeling it's already been on your mind this weekend, that has been just kind of popping up. This is something from a very long time ago. Maybe when you were a teenager, maybe when you were a kid, I don't know. This is something from a long time ago that's been popping up. This is something that you wanted really, like it was the only thing in life that you wanted. And you had to give it up. And you, for some reason, count that as a failure because you're an Aquarius. So anything that doesn't go 100% your way is a failure. You could say, I want $1 million. And you think you need that $1 million in $100 bills. You think you need that $1 million in $100 bills, but maybe you get it in $1 bills. You're going to see that as a failure because it didn't come exactly how you wanted it. Am I right, Aquarius? My sister's an Aquarius. I know how y'all work. Don't think I don't. But here's the thing, Aquarius. I want you to take what it is you've been thinking of, this failure, this strategy, this loss, this trauma, and look at why it's popping back up now. Why is it in your head now? You haven't thought about it in years, so what brought it up? I'm not saying shadow work. I'm just saying what brought it up, and be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, it ain't gonna matter. For example, let's say that when you were in high school, you really wanted to go to one certain college, right? This one certain college, and you applied, you did everything, like you went out of your way, you did everything, and you didn't get in, right? But you ended up going to a different college, which was just as good, same level, and it was a little cheaper, and you still got your degree. You still are in the job. Do you see what I mean? Y'all are still taking that as a failure. I know you are. Why is that popping up now, Aquarius? Why is that popping up now, Aquarius? What is it that has brought that up? And I know I said I needed to kind of get through these because we got weather moving in and so on, but I want to say this, Aquarius, okay? Whenever I was in high school, I'm just going to tell you real quick because I want you to think about it, okay? I'm going to give you some wordy words. When I was in high school, at my junior year of high school, I already had scholarship offers for full rides to 4 different colleges right here close to where I'm at, okay? There was a whole bunch of things that happened my senior year, and I basically quit band, right? So obviously there went those scholarships. So I thought, you know what? Fine. I'm going to go into the military. So I did that, and I got busted all the fuck up and got sent back home. And when I got sent back home, I was super uber depressed because that's what I had planned my whole life out, even though it hadn't been. But in my head, I had planned my whole life out for that. I don't really think about that much, of that feeling of I went from one thing to another just like that, and I felt like that was what I was hinging my whole future on. So Aquarius, why is it popping up now? Why is it popping up now? I want you to think about it. Is it popping up to show you where you need to let go of some things that you've been holding on to that you know you don't really want them? Somebody else wants them for you? Or somebody else made you think that you wanted them? Are you holding on to it because you feel like that's part of you, and if you let go of it, it's going to be gone forever? Just because I did not go to those colleges, I don't feel any less for that. Just because things didn't go the way I wanted to when I went, into basic and so on, I don't feel any less for that. So why do you feel less for it, Aquarius? Go to the doctor. Eat good food. Be nice to yourself, Aquarius. And think about it, okay? Stones for Aquarius. Blue Apatite and Rose Quartz. Those are your stones for the week. Blue Apatite and Rose Quartz. Actually, you know what? I'm also going to add Prehnite in there because I think that one would do you really well too, especially with the health aspect. So Blue Apatite, Rose Quartz, Prehnite. Y'all are 100% Batman. I'm sorry, you are. After that reading, you are 100% fucking Batman, you brooding little bitches. You brooding little bitches. I love you, Aquarius. I really do. Don't. Come on. So when people are like, you don't have to be this, you'd be like, I'm Batman. I fully expect for every one of you Aquariuses to say, I'm Batman. You better tag me in it. You better fucking tag me in it. Pisces, come on, man. I keep pulling out three cards, but you know what? Everybody else has had 4 cards. Pisces should have 4 cards as well, right? Which means every damn zodiac sign should have 4 cards. I can't. Where's my sweet Pisces at? My wonderful little mushy squishy fishies. Mushy squishy fishies? I don't know. You know what I'm saying. God damn, Pisces. Y'all start off, you'll see why I said that. Y'all start off with Tiamat. This is like the OG of the Norse pantheon. Like, she gave birth to the big gods, right? This is the control card. Just hold on. Just hold on to your butt. You ready? Then, actually, I lied. This is Greek. Sorry. I don't know my deities, apparently. Anyway, she's an OG. She gave birth to a whole bunch of gods. She's a badass, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for not having it right. But then Pisces, you have Nyx. It gets better. You have the Matriarch. And a fucking Golden Empress. Pisces wins the Zodiac for the week. What the fuck, Pisces? Mesopotamia, thank you, yes. What the fuck, Pisces? In my opinion, the Golden Empress, and I say this all the time when she comes up, is the best fucking card in that deck. Because this is magnetism and potency and power. Then you have the Matriarch. While there's a little bit of give and take with the Matriarch card, it's creation, power. Then you have Nyx, which is the goddess of the night. If y'all don't know about Nyx, she is a Greek goddess. Please go learn about her. And then you have this one, the mother of other gods. What the fuck, Pisces? Could you save some for the rest of us, Pisces? Pisces wins the Zodiac this week, hands down. I don't know what else to say. Pisces, you don't even need any little stabby knives this week. You just have the golden power. And I want you to notice this too. Notice like the blue-gray, the blue-gray, the gold, and the gold. Blue and gold apparently are your colors this week, Pisces. Sounds a lot like fucking Wonder Woman, does it not? I don't even know what to say, Pisces. This is going to be a fucking fantastic fucking week. A fucking phenomenal week. Control your attitude, control your emotions this week, Pisces. Remember that you are the one that makes the shit. You are the one that you made the people. You make your life, Pisces. You make the things. You are in control. Not only that, but you have this cool little like secret thing about you. Everybody wanted to know who Nyx was. Everybody still wants to know who Nyx is. Nyx is badassery wrapped up in moonlight. Then you have the Matriarch. All about strategy, creation, the foundation of what's going on. Pisces, when I tell you that this week is super fucking powerful, y'all need to go watch my astrological forecast, Pisces. And then you have the Golden Empress. You have my favorite card in the entire deck, the Golden Empress. Magnetism, potency, power. Pisces, this is a fucking fantastic week for you. I cannot tell you how much power y'all hold this week. Your little pinky has more power than probably the rest of us in the fucking Zodiac this week. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you hoarding it. But you better do something epic with it this week, Pisces. Whether it is manifestation, whether it's making moves, whether it's getting a raise, whether it's getting a new job, whether it's making the steps roll into motion for moving, for getting a new house, whatever it is, Pisces, you better use this energy, because I cannot reiterate how much badassery is in these 4 cards. You are Wonder Woman. You are Wonder Woman this week. Like, I don't know what else to say. You are Wonder Woman this week. Your stones for this week. Anything with gold. Gold, 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 gold. Anything with gold. Okay? Wear jewelry that has gold, that is gold. That's going to be your power. And quartz, clear quartz. Clear quartz. I don't really think y'all need a lot of stones this week. I think that clear quartz actually is probably going to be a little bit overkill, but you know what? Who cares? Y'all have control. Y'all have Nyx. Y'all have the Matriarch. And y'all have the Golden Empress. Pisces, you win the Zodiac this week. I'm just saying, hands down. I don't know what else could come up that could even come close to that, Pisces. Y'all win the Zodiac for the week. This is one of the most powerful weeks. I'm serious, Pisces. I'm serious. Thursday, I keep reminding you guys, May 1st is Beltane, Beltane. Light you a little fire, burn some things, do some manifestation. Just saying. Just saying. Pisces, you wanted to change. You wanted to shift. Here you go. Here you go. Y'all, look, I appreciate that everybody wants 4 cards tonight, but is it because I said that I needed to kind of hurry? Is it because I said that I needed to kind of hurry? Is it because I said that we have weather moving in? Is it? I don't understand. Aries, really? And now I can't get any of these to draw for you? How I caught that, I don't know. Ninja. All right. Probably because I have sat at this desk for so long and dropped so much shit in my lap, and I'm used to slamming my legs together to grab something. That sounded really bad. Let's just go. Aries. Inspiration. Trust. Nyx. And the Keeper of Whispers. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just kidding. Not kidding. Y'all have inspiration. I also love that you're leading with a Celtic goddess, and this week is a huge Celtic fire festival. I'm just saying. And then you have trust. And then you have Nyx, which is secrets and subterfuge. And then you have the Keeper of Whispers. I love this card, I'm not going to lie. The Mad Prophet. The Mad Prophet. Just like Nyx holds all of that crazy wisdom, and all of you witchy souls are really going to understand this when I say this next thing. Those of you guys that are not super witchy, you might be like, what the fuck, bitch? But you're going to know what I'm saying. The night is always more magical, is it not? It's always more magical. It's always more magical because of the shadows, because of the unseen, because of all those things. It's always more magical at night, right? There's always this forbidden knowledge to be gained. Anytime there is a ritual or something you need to do to gain this knowledge or to call upon this person or whatever, it's at night. It's at night. And then you have forbidden knowledge. You have curiosity and madness and forbidden knowledge. Aries, I don't know what y'all are playing at this week with this inspiration, but I'm going to tell you to trust it. Aries, this is a week where your inspiration is weird. Your inspiration is weird. I'm just going to say, there's going to be some stuff that your inspiration is going to be like, we should do this. We should do that. Let's make this. Let's go buy this shit and make this thing. Aries, I'm serious. Y'all are the weirdos this week. So y'all can say we are the weirdos, mister, a lot. But here's the thing. Apparently, I'm going to say here's the thing repeatedly. Aries, I can't reiterate enough the idea of this forbidden knowledge. So if you're not an Aries, I'm going to need you to plug your ears. Plug your ears. If you're not an Aries. Ready? Just Aries? Aries, this is a week that you need to be diving down some forbidden knowledge path, whether it's the Kabbalah, whether it is ancient practices, rituals, whether it is, diving down the magic of Hermes Trigus, whatever, I can't pronounce it right now. I'm trying to be cool and it's not coming out of my face right, but whether it's any of those things or something different, I don't know. Dive down some weird ass forbidden knowledge magic this week, Aries. It will not steer you wrong. It will not steer you wrong. Apparently, there is something that you need to be looking at. There's all kinds of things on YouTube for free. I'm just saying. There's all kinds of things on YouTube for free. Just saying, Aries. Get you a new book. There's a ton of them on Audible. Aries, this is the week for you to make sure that you have all the forbidden knowledge you need. Or you want. Either one. Half of one, six of one, half a dozen of the other. I like it when the storms move in and then my brain goes for flada flada. That's how my brain goes, literally. Stones for Aries. I think I'm funny. Stones for Aries. Walnut Jasper. Walnut Jasper. The reason I'm saying Walnut Jasper is good for dealing with past life stuff, and for you to be really diving into needing to see some forbidden knowledge. I'm just saying. I'm just going to call a spade a spade. And then I'm also going to say Selenite. Walnut Jasper and Selenite, Aries. Just saying. I see you, Aries. And so here's what kind of sucks, though. I already gave Batman away. Let me think here. Y'all are Professor X. Y'all are Professor X this week. I'm just saying. I had to think for a minute because I was like, who really kind of fits this? Y'all are Professor X this week. X-Men Professor X. All right. Are we ready, my lovely Gemini friends? Yes? Yes? Thank you, Geminis. Let me go ahead. No. It's Tauruses, but I already pulled for Geminis. So every Taurus is sending me dagger eyes right now. There's a reason, Taurus. Just please calm. Every Taurus in my chat is like, wrong with you? There's one yawn. This used to happen all the time. I used to skip over somebody, and unfortunately, usually it was Taurus, and they were like, dagger eyes at me. But we're going to do Gemini, and then we're going to do Taurus, because apparently it had to happen that way for reasons. I'm sorry. That is weird. Wait till you see this. This is a Lilith card. Look at her face, her hair, her head. You looking? What the fuck? Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see it? They look almost the same. Am I wrong? You have Lilith and equality. If that's not Gemini, I don't know. Now, Tauruses, do you see why I skipped over you on accident purpose? They literally look almost the same. I know her hair's longer and I know her face is a little different shape, but do they not look like sisters? Do they not look the same? To come out in the Gemini reading, you have equality, you have humility, disillusionment, being the champion, and then you have the thinker, which is knowledge and reinvention, Gemini. Are we in a simulation? Did I already ask that? Because I'm kind of feeling like this is a little simulation-y right here. Gemini? Something has you really deep in thought this week, and it's so deep in thought that you aren't really sure what's going on. You're looking at things in a very, very dualistic manner. You're making sure every single thing is equal this week. I'm not saying you don't usually anyway, because most Geminis I know, they're pretty fair. They're pretty fair-handed. But this week, like, it almost hurts. Like, you're probably counting ice cubes in drinks to make sure that each kid has the same number of ice cubes. But this is also the championship card, and it's humility and disillusionment. Gemini, I have a feeling that toward the beginning of this week, really the first few days of this week, you're going to feel like something is off. You're going to feel like maybe you're not seeing the whole picture of something. You're going to feel a little disillusioned with a job, a relationship, like something big in your life. Something big in your life. You're feeling very, very disillusioned with, and you aren't really sure why. To be honest, as much as I hate to say it, Gemini, for the first part of this week, every Taurus right now is like, for the first part of this week, Gemini, you're kind of going to be wearing this like permanent like scowl, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's like, you know where you are, but you don't know where you are. You know what I mean? Like, something is off, but you can't put your finger on what's off. You know what I'm saying, Gemini? I see a lot of Geminis in the comments that are like, yup, already feeling it. Thursday is going to be a game changer for you. There's also something that happens astrologically, but Thursday is going to be a game changer for you. And that's when this starts to shift, okay? With this feeling off, I have a feeling that Thursday you're just going to wake up different. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but you know those days when you wake up and you know something has shifted. You know you're different. You know, like, you're not quite sure. You haven't skipped timelines or something like that. That's how Thursday is going to be for you, Geminis. And you're going to feel completely different than this right here, than this disillusionment. This is going to be like, oh, okay. You're going to start to see all of the strings that are attached to everything. You're going to start to see all of the different aspects of why things have been the way they've been. You're going to catch yourself doing this a lot. Like, I see you. You're going to see things for what they are a lot this weekend, Gemini. The thing I love, though, is that this is the Thinker card, which does not talk about anything bad. It's knowledge, instruction, and reinvention, Geminis. With the Equality card, Geminis, I'm going to give you homework. It's not hard. You don't have to do anything. But if you haven't already listened to my astrological forecast read for this week, you need to. You need to. And if you already have, Gemini, you're listening to this going, wow, okay. Okay. Gemini, this weekend is a very powerful thing for you. I have a feeling that these next few days, something is shifting in your perception, in your path. And that's why you're trying to wrap your head around it, trying to figure out what the fuck is actually going on. This is a very powerful week for you, Geminis. It is. It's just the most of it you're not going to see. It's going to be behind the scenes doing whatever it's doing. But this weekend, you'll see it all. This weekend, you'll see it all, Gemini. Be prepared to learn the hard truth about some things. Be prepared to let go of some things, to punt, drop kick those bitches across the street, whatever it is you need to do. Stones for Gemini. For the first part of this week, red jasper. For the last part of this week, Iolite. If you do not have Iolite or you can't find any, then Labradorite is going to be the next best one. Okay? Red jasper, definitely for the first part of this week. Yawn number 2. And here's, I'm going to give you guys a little cheat on how to get red jasper. So most shops are going to have red jasper. But so does the Pagan Superstore Hobby Lobby. Every Hobby Lobby has a has an area where you do the like collages of the stones and stuff, and they have things of stones in the back. They have like things like this. You can get a whole bunch really cheap. Like if you want to start doing grids or whatever, $10. Just saying. Just saying. Superhero, 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 superhero. Y'all are Mystique. Y'all are Mystique. I thought that was going to be hard. I was like, how the fuck am I going to come up with that? Y'all are Mystique. And if y'all are familiar with the X-Men franchise, then you know that that really, really fits this reading. And if y'all are not familiar with the X-Men franchise, let me just give you a little kind of overview. The reason I chose Mystique is A, she's kind of a chameleon and she can change her look to whatever. But throughout the movies, she shifts from being really bad to trying to help the good guys. Now, Taurus. Taurus, I love you. You don't have to be mad. You ain't got to throw cards at me. You ain't got to throw cards at me. We're friends. Some of my bestest friends are Taurus. You ain't got to throw cards. I got you. I wasn't going to forget you. And okay. I'm not going to do like 9 cards though. I know that y'all are sending me the dagger eyes. I know that y'all are like, well, bitch, you're going to skip us over. It's our birthday time. You're going to skip us over. Then you're going to give us all the cards. These 2 cards y'all flung at me are very interesting. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold them up or try to exactly how they flung out. Because they flung out of the deck, they hit my arm and landed in a weird way. And I'm going to show them to you. And because I know a few Tauruses, let's just say this is interesting. Okay? They came out like this. Not quite sideways like this. Kind of whopper-jawed. You have Compliance, which is Persephone, and then you have Ceridwen, which is Inspiration on top of it. Like this. Then you have El Shaddai, which is Wisdom, Paternalism, and Kindness, and you have Charon the Ferryman, which is Necessity and Focus. And Transition. Don't let me forget Transition. Some of you Tauruses just went, you're a bitch. How many? I like some of you guys are like, your cards are bullying me. Your cards are bullying me. But here's the thing. These right here are very interesting because they're not completely sideways. They're like this, which means they're just about there, which means you're just about sick. Thank you up there for, thank you, Dante. I appreciate that so much. You're just about sick of being compliant. Whether it's with your job, whether it's at home, whether it's, I don't know. You're just about sick of being fucking compliant. But, this inspiration on top, plan your fuck yous, okay? Plan your fuck yous, okay? Plan it out. Don't just go and be like, you know what? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck you over there. I don't even know you, but right back at, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I understand that you're sick of compliance. I understand that you are ready to just fly the middle finger at everybody. I do. I understand. But I also know, and I want to remind you that y'all are the petty kings and queens of the Zodiac. And a petty king and queen of the Zodiac in no way would ever pop off without thinking of all the things. Am I right? Yes, am I right? Because you also have this. And if this going with that isn't petty to the max, I don't know what is. You have compliance almost sideways, and then you have kindness and wisdom. Taurus. This is a week of planning. This is a week of planning. Not only is it a week of planning, but it is a week of manifestation and motivation. 100% planning and motivation. Because this card right here, I know some of you guys are like, most of you guys are familiar with the ferryman, right? The one that takes the souls across the river Styx, yeah? That is a very powerful position to be in, because think about it. He decides what souls cross and what don't. He decides what souls get to come back and what don't. So you better focus, Taurus. You better fucking focus. If you really want out of the position that you're in right now, and it looks to me like you do, whether it is with a relationship, a job, a house, a whatever, if you really, really want out of that fucking place, you have to focus, Taurus. You have to focus. You also need to act with a lot of wisdom and kindness. And here's the thing, Taurus. I'm going to give you guys some homework as well. Are you ready? I guarantee you have heard this name when you were in school and you were told, not to read that philosophy because, it's kind of evil or whatever. There's a lot of things in school that we're not taught, especially here in the United States, because they're labeled as this or that. There's a lot of things that people aren't taught all over the world because they're labeled as this or that. But here's the thing. You should be familiar with a lot of these things, whether you're going to turn out like that or not. Would you not want to know how somebody is cursing you so you can protect yourself from that curse? Tauruses, here's your homework. I want you to go and look up some of the principles of Machiavelli. I want you to go look up some of the Machiavellian aspects of relationships. I'm just saying what I'm saying. You will thank me later. And as you're listening, just seriously, go on YouTube and just look up Machiavellian principles and just watch some of the little videos that come up, like 5 principles, 6 principles, 2 principles, whatever. You're tired of this compliance, Taurus? You need a little inspiration, Taurus? You need the focus, Taurus, on that transition, Taurus? I'm just saying. Stones for Taurus. Lab and fluorite. Labradorite and fluorite. Labradorite and fluorite. Y'all are Doctor Strange. Y'all are Doctor Strange. Y'all are Doctor Strange. I'm just saying. But you know what? When y'all look up, when y'all look that up on YouTube, you'll thank me. You'll thank me. Sometimes I wish that I could just see y'all's faces. Sometimes I wish I could see y'all's faces when you hear some of these principles, especially with that reading, Taurus, especially with you fixing to go through a massive period of transition and focus and tell people, I wish I could see y'all's faces. Because it's going to be epic. So those of y'all that have Tauruses in your life and they just heard that reading and they're going to go look up the Machiavellian principles, you could video that for me. I look at all the things y'all tag me in. You could video that for me. Help a sister out. I want to be petty. Also, let me make another announcement. I totally forgot to tell you guys this at 9. I got so excited about telling you guys where the new shop was opening. If you go to my link tree, which is on my profile on both YouTube and TikTok, and you look up at the top of the social buttons, you'll notice Spotify is there. You'll notice Spotify is there. My sermon, my Sunday pagan sermon is on there. That will be a whole podcast. And the Bodhi verses are getting uploaded. There'll be a new one every day for right now until we get all of these seasons uploaded. I'm just saying. I can't believe I forgot that. I can't believe I forgot that. All right, Cancer. Fuck you. Okay, Leo. Cancer, I'm gonna need you to come back with something better. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. There's 2 Cancers that are around my life, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Y'all have loss. Then you have the Master of the Hunt, which is authority and the hunt. And then you fucking have the Queen of Shadows, which is wrath and instability and suspicion. Meaning y'all are just asses this week. You're just the crab of the crab this week. You're not even Mr. Krabs. You're just a crab this week. Because you're sitting here overthinking. I love you, Cancers. This is a tough love reading. This is a tough love reading. Please don't think I'm mad at you. I love you. I love you. Okay? And this is also like, the reason I do these zodiac reads is so you guys know how your week is going to go, and then you can kind of combat it. You know what I mean? You can kind of combat it. Okay. So you have Baba Yaga, which is loss. So y'all are sitting here looking at things like the Aquarius that you've lost. And notice I went like this. Notice I did the air quotes, that you've lost, right? An X is an X for a reason. You left that job for a reason. You don't live in that house for a reason. Do you see what I mean, Cancers? Like, I want you to think about those things. But the other thing is this. This is the good part in this, okay? This is the great hunt. This is the Master of the Hunt. This is ambition. It's trying to figure out what it is you want. So I don't think that y'all are just these sad little teary things this week. You're not. You're kind of asses. But you know that you need to change, and you know that you need to shift, right? You know that you need to change, and you know that you need to shift. And you are ready to go and do the things. Even though you're sitting here thinking, man, I wish I hadn't moved out of that house, or I wish I hadn't left that job, or I wish I had gone to college here, or whatever it is, Cancer, whatever it is. Y'all are looking back at things you should have done, or you feel like you should have done. And I want to remind you of this. If you didn't listen to my Sunday sermon, I want you to go do it. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. But one of the main things that I said, that I talked about, was looking back at things and thinking that they needed to be a big part of your life right then, but they're not. And I mentioned that if I had done one particular thing in 2014, I would not be here right now. I wouldn't. I mean, I'd be here, but I wouldn't be here in front of you right now. I wouldn't. And at the time, I've had some moments from 2014 to 2019, 2020, where I thought, man, maybe I should have just done that. I shouldn't have done this. I should have done that. And I regretted that. Now, when I think about that, I'm like, oh, bitch, you would have fucked your whole life up. Because this is the first time ever in the last 5-6 years that I have felt like an actual adult, even though I've been an adult, but I have felt like an actual adult. I haven't worried about certain things. I have felt powerful, and I like myself. I like what I do for a living. I love what I do for a living. Cancers, you know exactly what it is that you want. You know what you need to be happy. You know what it is that you want to make yourself what you want to be. And this anger card right here, I know, I was being dramatic at first. This anger card right here, while I'm not super kosher with angry, crabby Cancers, it tells me that this loss right here is a catalyst for change for you this week. Now, let me say this. Because of this card right here, it's wrath and instability and suspicion. Don't allow this anger to, don't call up some ex from 20 years ago and be like, by the way, I shit in your bed or whatever. You know, I Amber Hearded your boots or whatever. Don't do that. Like, don't call up and be like, you're a bitch. You know, don't do that. You laughed. Come on. Don't do that, okay? Let bygones be bygones. You don't need to, like, go online and trash that boss everywhere. Don't let bygones be bygones, Cancer, okay? I know you're going to sit and bitch about it because I know you. I've known way too many of you. I've been married to 2 of you. I know how you are. See, Vlad agrees. I'm just saying, Cancers. It is going to be a good week. I also want you to notice both of these are very spiky. It is going to be a good week for you, Cancer. A very motivating week. Going forward, pushing. But know that the first couple of days of this week, you're going to be insufferable. I mean, you just are. I don't know what else to say. For those of you guys that have Cancers in your life, the next couple of days are almost like insufferable. I'm just letting you know. Stones for Cancers. I'm going to give you guys Lapis as well. I was going to give you Sodalite to kind of mellow your asses out, but we're going to go with Lapis because I want you to remember how fucking awesome you are. We're going to go with Lapis and Kambaba Jasper. I was really trying to figure out which one I was going to go. Kambaba Jasper. Kambaba Jasper. Cancer, you're Superman this week. No, you're Wolverine this week. You're Wolverine this week. I said Superman at first because, you know, he has to think about the past and, you know, get even with some people. But no, you're Wolverine. You're Wolverine. 100%. 100%. 100% Wolverine. Some of y'all got way too happy with that. I did not mean that y'all can go play like you're a Pisces and pull out the knives and go stabby. Okay? Okay? Leos. We ready, my sweet little Leos? Good Leo vibes. Good Leo vibes. Good Leo vibes. Integrity. The Keeper of Whispers, and the Red Shepherd. So y'all have integrity, and then you have the Keeper of Whispers, which is forbidden knowledge and madness. I don't need my Leo to have madness. I don't need either one of my Leos to have madness. Forbidden knowledge, I'm all about, but the madness part, I'm over. I don't want to do it. And then you have the Red Shepherd, which is evaluation and just reward and respite. But I find this very interesting. Also find it interesting that this is like a really pretty like blue watery one. And then these two right here are both red. Leos, this is... Let me tell you a secret about Leos. Leos are probably more dualistic than Geminis are. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry, Geminis. I know every one of you Geminis is like, you're a liar. I'm not, though, because I have birthed 2 Leos and I have raised 3 Leos. And I have a lot of friends that are Leos. Y'all are by far... I've also had a lot of friends that are Geminis. I fucking love me some Geminis, right? We get along like fucking peanut butter and jelly. But here's the thing. You Leos will go from like this crazy high of everything is great, you're so happy, you're doing everything for everybody, to like just nosedive, crater in the dirt, everything sucks. I mean, it just, I don't even know. Like, we just blink and y'all have just flipped a switch. We don't even know how the fuck, what just happened. But you do. That's this week, Leos. That's this week. The thing I love about it, you're being very, very careful with your integrity this week, which is weird because most Leos don't give a fuck. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to say what they're going to say. They don't care, right? They are who they are. But this week, Leo, the way that people are looking at you, the way that people see you, it's not that it's bothering you this week. It's that you want the people that don't know you to see you on a pedestal, I think. And I don't think that's a bad thing, because you getting back to this integrity right here, this tells me that you have felt a little off kilter, a little more than you've really been telling people lately. This forbidden knowledge with you Leos this week could be anything. It could be some weird ass shit in a video game, in Minecraft or Call of Duty, or I don't know. Or it could very well be that you're falling down the rabbit hole with some crazy ass ancient ritual magic. I don't know. But you Leos are like engulfed in something really intense and crazy this week, and you just don't care. You just don't care. So here's the thing. If y'all have a Leo in your life, know that this week they are fully down the rabbit hole with something. They are zoned out. You're going to be talking to them for like an hour and they're going to go, what? They're here. They're in this. They're in that. But what I do love about this is this evaluation card. I did not mean to bend it. I am so sorry. This is the Red Shepherd, and this is evaluation, rest. This is looking at everything that's been going on and pulling out your just rewards from it. So let your Leo be all up in the crazy zoning out, whatever, because they're actually evaluating all kinds of things. Thank you, that are going on. They're evaluating everything that's causing them to really feel like they need to be a different person. And I'm not lying. I mean, look how different these cards look. They don't look like they go together at all. In fact, if you saw this card with these two cards, you'd be like, hey, you okay? Those don't look like your peeps. You okay? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? So Leos, this is a week of you feeling like you 100% need to be changing and shifting yourself. You can't explain why right now. And those of you guys that have Leos in your life, let them do it, okay? Even if it's bad for them, let them do it, because it's something they have to do. Don't know how else to explain that. But here's the thing. This one right here, Leos, tells me that you're down the rabbit hole with some crazy knowledge, and you're evaluating every single thing that's been going on and why it's been going on and where you are going. I'm actually all for that. I'm all for that. So the good thing is, for those of you guys that have little kids that are Leos, they might be uncharacteristically quiet this week. Stones for Leos. I'm going to say Obsidian. I'm going to say Obsidian and Red Jasper. Mahogany Obsidian will work as well. Okay? But Obsidian and Red Jasper. Because y'all kind of need the protection while you're in this shifting this week. And then you guys also need that inner strength. Y'all also need that inner strength. Y'all are the Hulk this week. Y'all are the Hulk this week. How many of y'all laughed? I'm laughing Because I know both my kids, when they flip that anger switch, they're 100% the fucking Hulk. Every one of y'all that has a Leo in your life are like, that tracks. How many? How many? All right, my little Virgos, are we ready? I kind of like this. I kind of like the change up. I like the superhero. I like it. It's making my brain do the brainy things. All right, Virgos, I'm going to yawn. There we go. Let me get a drink. Virgos are like, oh, bitch, you're so dramatic. All right. Nyx, Hades, and the matriarch. Very, okay. So respite, wisdom, equality, and inevitability. And then opportunities, consequences. Virgos, I find it very interesting that this is the first card. This is your anchor card. I find it very interesting because this particular card in this deck, in that deck it's something different. Nyx is something different. But in this card, in this deck, excuse me, in this deck, this card is all about taking time to step back and look at everybody around you. Why am I yawning again, Virgos? Why am I yawning again, Virgos? Get some sleep. This is all about you stepping back and looking at everybody around you and looking at your friends, looking at relationships, looking at family, looking at your competition, looking at your job. This is you taking a step back and going, just watching, just evaluating everything. Because here's the thing, Virgos. Y'all have this weird almost, well, your clairalience, your claircognizance, excuse me, your claircognizance that just, I know the things, is through the roof this week. So if you notice your Virgo is just sitting back at a party, at a get together, at a dinner, at a family, anything, you notice that your Virgo is just sitting back there just watching. You notice your Virgo is extra quiet this week. Just let them. And then later when you guys are alone, be like, so what were you thinking about? Who were you watching? Give me the details. Give me the details. Tell me what I missed. I'm just saying, Virgos are going to notice every little fucking detail about everything this week. They're going to notice all of the things going on with their competition, especially. I keep feeling the word competition because I don't know. So we're going to go with that. Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in a job, whatever it is. Virgos, y'all are like, y'all are pinpointing it. Hades is an interesting deity and a very interesting card, especially to come up with Nyx, because while y'all are watching everything, you're evaluating everything. You're evaluating everything going on. The thing is, Virgos, this one right here makes a lot more sense because this is you taking a look at all of the things you've undertaken and what the consequences of those things were as you're looking at all the people around you and how things need to be more equal or inevitable. I want you to notice the like almost night and day differences of these cards, right? It's funny too because usually gold is masculine and silver is feminine, and they're flipped. Notice that they're flipped. The silver is masculine and the gold is feminine. Notice that? Did you know? I did anyway. But Virgos, y'all are noticing all of the things. And what I love is, I guarantee you, again, please video this and feel free to tag me in it, my friends with Virgos in their house, because y'all are going to be sitting there like, well, what is it that you noticed at that event? at that dinner. Why were you so quiet? It was weird. I was watching you watch everybody. So give me the dirt. Give me the details. They're going to say, oh, well, you know how, you know, so-and-so was doing this at work and this at work and they got this promotion and so on. And I was really mad. And you're going to be like, yeah. And they're going to be like, well, I was watching this evening. Like, you watch. They're going to fail in 2 weeks. The Virgos just know. The Virgos just know this week. So if you need solid advice this week, you better talk to your Virgo friend. If you need to know what the fuck is going on at work with everybody, you better go find the Virgo in your office. I'm just saying, if you want to know what's going on with the world, you need to find your Virgo friends. You need to find your Virgo friends because they know the things. Virgos, I swear, if you don't go get some sleep, we're going to have a talk. That is the third fucking yawn during your reading. Get some fucking sleep, Virgos. You're going to be seeing all of the consequences, the good and the bad. The good and the bad. I'm a little low-key, like, we need to talk, and I want to hear the dirt. Like, I'm not even a gossip person, but seeing this, like, I kind of want to know. I mean, even if I don't even know the people that you're going to tell me about, I kind of want to know. I have a whole bunch of Tauruses as mods. They want to know. Virgos, come on, share with your fellow Earth signs. We want to know. So it's for Virgo. Clear quartz, actually cracked quartz if you have it, but quartz. And then actually I'm going to say onyx or jet, anything black. Clear quartz and anything black. I had a really good superhero lined up and now it doesn't fit. Really? What the fuck, Virgos? Damn, I had a really good one and it just doesn't fit anymore. Give me just a second. Y'all may not consider this a superhero, but I do. Y'all are Rick. Y'all are Rick. Rick and Morty. Y'all are Rick. Y'all may not consider that a superhero, but I do. I'm just saying. I will be Rick all day long. Rick notices everything. Even when you think he doesn't, notices everything. All right, Libras, are we ready? Y'all had to have 4 cards too. Of course you did, Libras. Atonement and seduction. And they came out kind of like that. Very interesting. Very interesting, Libras. Then you have the Thinker, which is knowledge, introspection, inevitability. And you have Char on the Ferryman, which is focus and necessity and transition. Okay, Libras. Y'all have kind of a dualistic thing going on this week. And just know that you're going to be kind of flipping back and forth. Well, not really flipping back and forth. It's almost like you've got a ball with everything and you're just turning the ball around, trying to figure out what's going on with it. Okay, Libras? It is a thinky week for you. It is a thinky week for you. Most Libras I know are like, blah, 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 blah. In fact, most Libras that I have ever met in my life have been kind of more life of the party. Let's talk. Let's have a good time. Like they just want everybody to be happy. But this week y'all are all up in here. All of it. So Libra, there is something that you feel like you're in atonement for right now. You can't really pinpoint exactly what it is. You can't really be like, oh, it's because when I was 8, I stepped on that bug. It's not. You can't really pinpoint what it is, but you feel like you're atoning for something this week. At the same time, you feel like your personal power is through the roof. You are kind of feeling yourself this week. You're feeling all the pretty, all the handsome. You're doing all the Vogue in the mirrors all the time. You're doing all the things. But you see what I mean? Kind of like very dualistic. You know what I mean? You're atoning for something, and at the same time, you feel powerful as fuck. Libra, this is going to be a really good week for you, especially those of you guys that have a big transition that you're planning, right? You have a big manifestation. You've already been putting stuff in the works. You've already been working on the little goals that you need to move the big mountain. I find it very interesting that you have Charon. I find it so interesting that you have the focus and transition card. And then you have the thinker, which is the knowledge and reinvention. This is a week, Libra, that if you want to reinvent yourself, your business, your social media, anything, this is the week, Libra. This is the week. The algorithm is just right for you this week. You have the perfect amount of atonement, the perfect amount of seduction, the perfect amount of overthinking, the perfect amount of focus. Like Libra, this is literally a perfect week for you. It is a perfect week for you. I know that you're like, I would really like some potency though, and some power and some magnetism. I know, Libra, but these right here, these cards right here, it's also the number 4, which is a great thing whenever you are needing to move forward and change. 4 is a great number for business. Libra, this is a great week. This is a great week. I know some of you guys, when you saw these cards, you were like, I don't know about that. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a great fucking week. Especially for those of you guys, and some of you Libras are listening like, well, I don't really want to like reinvent myself. I don't know what I would reinvent. Pick something. Reinvent yourself, Libra. This is a fucking phenomenal week if you're wanting to move in a, like, let's say that you're in editorial and you want to move to sales, or you're in sales and you want to move to editorial or whatever. Let's say you want to move positions in the company, right? This is a week to start doing that. You want to reinvent your logo for your business or your side hustle. This is the week to do that. You want to reinvent or recharge your social media. This is the week to do that, Libra. This is a very powerful ass week for you. And I want to hold this card up one more time for you, Libras, because this is Charon the Ferryman, and this is necessity and focus and transition. Focus on what it is you actually need, Libras, and not just, well, this is what I want, and this is the thing I'm manifesting, and I want $10 million, and I want to be like going to Tahiti every weekend. Like, no. What is it you actually need, Libras? What is it you need? Do you need more clients? Do you need a raise? Do you need to shift in the company? Do you see what I mean? Focus on what you actually need, Libras. I'm just saying. Stones for Libras. Garnet and clear quartz. Garnet and clear quartz, because garnet will give you all of the protection, all of the focus, all of the passion. Will help you with that seductive aspect, and being that it's Beltane this week, that'll help you with that fire as well. Yeah, it's going to be a great fucking week for you, Libras. It's going to be a great fucking week. We all want the lowdown next week. Y'all are Jean Grey. Y'all are Phoenix. Y'all are Jean Grey. You can have both. Libras, because, I mean, technically the same person. All right. Scorpio. You ready, Scorpios? All right. Scorpios must be ready, because there's like, here's this card, and here's this card, and here's this card. I'm down with it, Scorpio. I'm down with it.
Does this apply to rising signs or just your sun sign?
No, everything. I mean, I already did Leo.
I came up the stairs on all fours.
I know, I heard you. All right, Scorpio, we ready? How much do you love me, Scorpios? I just want to know, how much do you love me? a lot? Am I your favorite reader? Am I your favorite? I just want to hear that I'm your favorite. Now, it's not quite the Pisces level, but y'all start off with prosperity. Then you have commitment, acquisition, and responsibilities. And then you have fame and pride. It also is stagnation, but with these other two cards, there ain't no stagnation here. There's no stagnation here, Scorpios. You started off with fucking prosperity, acquisition, and then fame. Pisces just barely beat you out because they had that Golden Empress card, but y'all are like neck and neck. Like Pisces is right here and Scorpio is right here. So the Cancers are like, I don't like you. If the other water signs had a great reading and I got a shit reading, you really didn't get a shit reading, Cancer. But Scorpio, I cannot tell you what kind of a fantastic fucking week this is. This is a week if you're wanting to do something new, if you're wanting to undertake something, if you're trying to manifest something, make a change, this is the week for it. You are King Midas this week. Everything you touch turns to gold. It may not immediately show you that it's gold, but everything you touch this week, Scorpio, turns to fucking gold. The only thing I'm going to give you a warning about is this card right here, because it is commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. So make sure that whatever it is that you're taking on this week, Scorpio, you're really ready for the responsibility of that acquisition. Okay? So think about it before you like jump on it. Think about it. But Scorpio, holy shit. Y'all are some lucky little shits this week. Not only are you lucky little shits, but this whole aspect of acquisition, I'm all about it. I also like the fame card there too. You wanted some recognition, didn't you, Scorpio? You wanted people to notice how good you've been doing at your job, or how amazing you did on that project, or how cool this thing was that you designed, or whatever. You wanted it, didn't you, Scorpio? You've been asking, right? You've been asking for somebody to notice how good of a job you've been doing, or how cool this is, or whatever. I know no Scorpio that doesn't like to have their ego stroked just a little bit at how great they are. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Scorpios? I know people are like, well, everybody likes to have their ego stroked a little bit. Not really. Capricorns don't. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's weird. Capricorns will give everybody else, like they'll boost everybody else up, but every Capricorn I have ever met has a hard time taking a compliment. Inside, they're like, I am a badass motherfucker, and gross at the same time, and terrible. They have a hard time giving a compliment, taking a compliment. But Scorpios, y'all need it. It's like food. It's like food, and you have to have it. But the thing is, and don't get me wrong. Don't get my words all fucked up. It's not that Scorpios are like compliment hogs. They're not. They only need one every now and then. They just need like a little speck. You only got to feed them like every 2 months. Come on, tell me that's not funny. They only need it like every 2 months. But Scorpios, this is a great fucking week for you. A great fucking week for you. I kid you not. I kid you not. This is a great fucking week for you. Go after all the things, Scorpios. Go after all the things. Just like I said, make sure that you're ready for the responsibility first. Okay? Make sure that you're ready for the responsibility first before you're like, yep, I will take that job, that job, that job, and that job. Make sure that you're ready for everything first, okay? Yeah. All right. Fucking great week, Scorpios. Great week, Scorpios. Get it. All right. Stones for Scorpios. I'm going to say malachite and jade. Two beautiful green stones. Malachite and jade. I kind of want to give you guys Loki. I'm not gonna lie. I know y'all are like, he is not a superhero. He is though. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Y'all are Obi-Wan Kenobi. Y'all are Obi-Wan Kenobi. Y'all are Obi-Wan Kenobi. Whoa, Sagittarius, what the fuck? What the fuck? You know what, Scorpio? You pick. You can be Loki or you can be Obi-Wan. I don't care. Because I saw a lot of you guys were like, oh, I wanted to be Loki. Y'all be either one. Y'all be either one because either one of them fits. Lando, I'm glad to see you pop up right there because when I saw you, I thought I saw you in here. And then I realized that I never did what I told you I was going to do because I don't know, my brain. So I want to publicly say I am so sorry for not getting that done for you. And while my mods are here listening, Scarly, Christine, will you please remind me to take care of Lando tomorrow? I love you right back, my friend, and I want to make sure I apologize. So I thought I saw you, and I was like, let me make sure I actually saw Lando before I make a fool of myself. So anyway, I love the shit out of you, man, and I'm so sorry. So I wanted to make an apology, and I will get that done this week, I promise, okay? Because I told Scarly and Christine are listening, so they won't let me forget. Y'all, Sagittariuses are like, bitch, if you don't turn over our cards. Let me say this real quick, though. I know that there are a lot of you guys that are waiting on orders or makeup appointments or things like that. I know. My schedule has been so fucking stupid. And then this whole thing with the jaw and me being sick the entire month of March. I kid you not. I was sick the entire months of March and most of April. I finally just went to the emergency room for this fucking thing last week. So please forgive me. And thank you so much for cutting me some slack. I really appreciate it. I don't know how y'all with TMJ survive. I don't, because like right now with the pressure changes, I feel like there's like a hot poker running through the bottom of my jaw right here. It's fucking stupid. So I appreciate those of you guys that have been so calm and so patient. I really do. So I just wanted to say that real quick. And now, Sagittarius, is before you continue to send me dagger eyes, defense, completion, support, and expediency, truth, justice, and duty. Ooh. We have baneful Sagittariuses this week. Y'all have defense, then you have completion and support and expediency, and then you have truth, justice, and duty. And notice that this is like, even though this is a defense card, note it, like, I don't want to come up against her in the woods. Like, that looks cold and mean, and I just, no. I mean, you're gorgeous, but I don't want that. And then notice that they start to get really fiery. Did you see that? I mean, that really tracks for Sagittarius because you're a fire sign. But Sagittarius, y'all are powerful this week in a whole different way. If y'all need some baneful work done, maybe call your Sagittarius friend. You need somebody hexed or jinxed, maybe call your Sagittarius friend. You need to go flatten somebody's tires, maybe call your Sagittarius friends. Don't flatten mine, but maybe go call your Sagittarius friend. You need to go do some shit, maybe call your Sagittarius friend, because apparently they on it this week. But here's the thing, Sagittarius, and I'm going to ask you to do something for the greater good, okay? I'm not saying don't go and make your little Sagittarius heart happy and do all the things, because I know more than a couple of Sagittariuses, and I know when y'all get in this mood right here, you're like, you know what? Yeah, I will help you curse that motherfucker over there. Yeah, I will help you hex that ex over there. I know. But here's what I'm going to ask you, Sagittarius, because this is like defense, support, justice, things like this. First of all, Sagittarius, you need to be doing a return to sender ASAP. You need to be doing a return to sender, and you need to be doing some protection workings. Just saying. The best defense is a great offense. Am I right? Am I right for those of you guys that like sports ball? But here's the thing, Sagittarius. This is what I am going to ask of you. Put some protection out for people. Because if y'all have defense, you have support, and you have justice, there are a lot of people that have a lot of things going on right now, and they just need a little extra. They just need somebody to believe in them. They just need somebody to help them. They just need some support. They just need some justice. If you are a Sagittarius and you have all of this pent up shit and you're like, I don't know what the fuck, like, I'm not really mad at anybody, or you know what I mean? Like, there's nobody really you can like target your shit on. Just send it out to somebody that needs it. It's seriously, it's that easy. Send it out to somebody who needs it. I promise it will find where it needs to go. You're really, really powerful this week, Sagittarius. I am not playing. You guys are really powerful with the justice magic, with pulling the truth out of things. Like, you guys are super fucking powerful this week. Super fucking powerful this week. Had spit go down the wrong pipe. I can't reiterate that enough. Take care of some other people around you, okay? If you know that your mom had somebody steal something from her, man, send some bullshit to the person that stole something. If you know that your best friend's husband had somebody flatten a tire or something and it wasn't you, send something toward that person. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? You guys have a lot of, I don't want to say the righteous anger because it's not really it. It's like you guys have this amazing, y'all are 100% Captain America. Y'all are 100% fucking Captain America this week. But y'all have this amazing sense of not just right and wrong, but where this anger needs to be put. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Sagittarius? Y'all also are going to just feel a little more powerful this week. Y'all are just going to feel different. Like, I'm here for it, Sagittarius, because every one of you Sagittariuses, if you haven't had some bullshit happen to you lately, you know somebody that has. You know somebody that has. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, I love all the Sagittarius comments right now. I love all the Sagittarius comments right now. Sagittarius, this is a very powerful week for you. A very, very powerful week. And I just want to hold this card up again because I just want you to see how badass y'all are. I just want you to see the badassery that this card is. Just saying. This is you, Sagittarius. This is you this week. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So, Sagittarius, your stones have something that need to be different with them. You ready? I am going to say stones for Sagittarius are obsidian and amethyst, but both of them need to be sharp. Raw, sharp pieces of amethyst and obsidian. And y'all are 100% Captain America this week. 100%. All right. For those of you guys that are in the path of all of these storms this week, please be careful. This weather has been fucking stupid. This weather has been weird. Just please be careful this week. Okay, please. I would like to see you tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. I'm just saying. If you guys missed the big announcement earlier, what's wrong with you? But there's a lot of crazy, amazing things going on up until then. So, yeah. All right. If you guys don't follow me on all the things, please do so. Please make sure you're following your other favorite creators everywhere. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.